You are not. Share screen. No. Okay. Oh, wrong size. Hi. How are you? Hi, Stephanie Fulton. Zaza, how are you? Did you get my email I sent today, Zaza? This is, well, I'm going to let it populate a few more. Guys, I'm just not getting a video done, but I'm so busy. So I'm going to go live. We're going to talk about everything that's going on in my quilting life. And any question is on the table. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. I'm using my computer. And so can everybody hear me okay? Hi there. Hi, Betty Klink. Got your message. I'll look for that, Betty. Hi, Jane Debus from Kansas. I love Kansas City, Jane. First time for me too with you, G Quilter. How about that? Good evening. Hello from Wichita, Kansas. That's two of us from Kansas tonight. Deborah Medina. Hi. Thank you. You can hear me fine. Okay. Woo. How about the computer working right? Okay. Let's see. How do I adjust this? All right. So I'm in the sewing room. I have a little bit of a project today. I am making hexies. And look at this. So the hexies come in several colorways. This is one of my favorite. Does anybody recognize this fabric? Who can tell me what it is? I know Zaza probably can. There we go. But there's, look at the little gallop. It's not a galloping horse. It's a carousel horse. I think it's so cute. So this is the yellow colorway. I'm just finished it. Oh, I haven't finished cutting it yet. I have a pink colorway, a blue colorway, and a mix of everything colorway. Hi from Hampshire, Illinois, Michelle Frothington and Karen Pope from North Carolina, where it's very hot today. It's been a lovely day here. We're not going to get hot until next week, I believe. So thanks for letting me know you can hear me, Anna Lee. And G Quilter, you're from Western Massachusetts. Pretty nice for a first timer. What can I say? Well, I'm going to spend the evening with you chatting and talking. Yes, happy Friday, Debbie Trapp. And Tracy Loftus. Like, dude, you seem to get in every one. I love it. How do you do that? You know what I'm going to do real quick? I am going to see. Nope, that's the wrong button. I'm going to see if I can make my, there I go, my chat a little bigger so it's easier to read y'all. Okay. Oh, much better. Much better. Thank you. Thank you, Lori Ann, LOA Hiller. Here's what my shirt says. When life gives you scraps, make a quilt. It's a play on the old when life gives you lemons. And, you know, This is not my color. In fact, I probably look really washed out. I don't want Tracy to come in the live because she and I have been talking about color lately. And I'm a vivid summer. She's a winter. And this is not my color, but I love it. I just love the yellow lemon and this. And she says, I can't believe you're buying that shirt. So I did. And I bought it. Um, where's that arrow down here for? Oh, we're not at the bottom. So we have people from Scotland to Emmett. Let's see where everybody else is from. Bonnie Goodwin, hi from Daytona Beach. Colstrip, Montana. Hi, Constance. Lori Spencer. Hello, Iowa. I'm an Idaho artist and so glad to meet you, neighbor. Katie Harris, artist. Where are you? Neighboring towns or what? You need to spill the tea because I want to know. Hi, my kids are in Vegas. I just talked to them today. And that would be from, was it who was from Vegas? Terry. Linda Thornburg from Pittsburgh. Debbie Jones from Tennessee. Hi, y'all. This is so much fun. You're over in Fruitland. You need to email me. I'm an artist too. I haven't painted for years. I'm going to tell you my artist story, Katie. My mother, I used to have a studio set up in my home, and I painted a lot. And she just, when are you going to start painting again? When are you going to start painting again? You've got to paint, blah blah blah. And it's really hard when you work full time and are raising three children and you don't have a dedicated studio space. So I was sharing some of my quilts with her sister because it was my aunt who taught me how to quilt. One of them, three wonderful women in my life taught me quilting. And my mom called me up and said, I hear you're sending my sister pictures of your quilts. And I go, well, yeah, because she taught me how to quilt. And I thought that was, and she goes, well, I want to see them. And so Katie, I sent her a bunch of pictures. I'm telling this to Katie Harris, who's an artist and my neighbor in Fruitland. And she called me up. She was a little bit sobbing on the phone. She goes, oh, sis, you are painting again. You're just using thread and fabric. And it was one of the nicest things my mom ever said to me. So I lost a whole layer of guilt. I mean, this high of guilt that I lost because I thought, oh, I don't have to be everything. I don't have to do everything. And it was pretty cool. So that's my painting story. But let me tell you, I loved getting out my drawing pad and I would just die to have all the time in the world to do everything. Okay, Betty from Connecticut, and Abuela from New Jersey, my pen pal. Everybody, Abuela is my pen pal from New Jersey. We have special emails that go back and forth. I just want to report to you the engineer's in good form. I hope yours is doing just as well. Tilda, Bonnie Goodwin, Tilda. Where's Tilda from? Are you sewing with Tilda fabric? Yeah, wasn't that great, Katie, that she recognized my art form? Um, because when I started quilting, I was still selling real estate full time, and you can't do everything. Ooh, I'm telling you, you just can't do everything. I don't know that I am able to draw with my art, but I am able to paint. So, but I'm never going to give it up. I'm always going to be doing it. So what I'm doing is I'm going. Does everybody know that I'm going to London and England? Oh, we've got the other side of the world represented. Hi, Kiwi Gibman from New Zealand. So I'm going on a tour, a quilting tour in England. And we're going to end up in Birmingham, England at the Festival of Quilts, the biggest quilt show in the UK, or actually I think in Europe. And I've been talking with the inappropriate quilter, Zaza. If you don't follow her, she's delightful. I got to spend time with her at QuiltCon, and her husband Norman is even delightful too. Just loved my chat with them. But they're going to be coming down to the International Festival of Quilts, and I'm going to be there. So anyway, it is the biggest in Europe, Zaza said. So it's a pretty big quilt show. She told me that they don't turn any quilts away. They put everything in. So I think that sounds pretty darn exciting, don't you? I went to a vocational school for art when I went to college. I have a bachelor's in illustration. Oh, I'm jelly. I didn't get my degree. I studied fine art with Glenn Edwards was my favorite teacher at Utah State University. Um, anyway, um, I just love art. I love the creative process. I love slapping paint on. My favorite way to paint is watercolor and with a palette knife, using oils or acrylics. But anyway, I'm glad you're obsessed with painting, Madeline. So back to what I was telling you all. I am going to, and right now, look what I'm doing. I'm using my Go Cutter and I'm cutting this out. Isn't this just the cutest fabric? Here, I'll hold it up. And I don't know if I could enter a quilt. I guess I could. Yeah, I'd have to ship it over. I think it's going to be enough of a dream for me to go visit the International Festival of Quilts. But if you're in the England area, like Zaza, my friend, is, please go to the quilt show. I'm going to be there on the last 2 days, the 30th and the 31st. And I fly back to America on the 1st. So I think, wow, let's get her done. Let's meet some of y'all if you're going to be there. So when I go, the tour company asked me to teach a class to the tour. So that's part of the class. And so what I'm doing right now is ooh, putting too much fabric in my Go. Yikes. Okay. Let me try one more time. I won't do that again. But if you're going to be in Europe, I would love to meet you at the International Festival of Quilts. My Go's a little bit loud. Sorry about that. I just dabbled in watercolor last month for the first time, Zaza says, but sewing in. Oh, Zaza posted on her channel. She did made some beautiful pottery. Pottery was always fun, but when I was doing pottery, I was best at exploding it in the kiln. That means you have an air bubble in it. I did an awful lot of that. And then look, I have these pieces left over, and you know what I'm doing with them? I am not throwing them away. This will go in a scrappy strip. Just little Miss Thrifty here. I think the frugal Queen of France would be quite proud of me. Because, yeah, I'm being thrifty with everything. Yes. So they've asked me to teach a class, and I thought, I really think I should teach English paper piecing while I'm in England, right? Kind of kind of fun. So we're going to be I'm putting together kits. Everybody going on the tour is going to get an in a EPP kit, and we're going to make I guess just a cushion, you know. Very rarely would my kiln projects work out. Oh my gosh. I'll never forget. What was fun was when we were in the classroom and the kiln was going away and we heard a little bit of a explosion. We all like, whose was that? But plenty of times it was mine. So, anyway, I find that more scraps I use, the more they multiply. Why is that? You know what, Madeline? That is the magic of scraps. They just do that. This past week, I went live at a scrappy strips class that I was teaching at Jones Sew and Vac here in Boise, Idaho. And you should have seen one of the gals and her friend brought together a tub that was probably 3 feet tall, um, 2 feet wide by 3 feet, and it was jam packed with strips. And they were making scrappy strips. I always twist my tongue a little bit, but they were making scrappy strips until the cows came home. And other ladies, let me tell you some funny stories about working with scraps. So, because since this is going on, there's not a lot of you talking right now. Let me see. How do I? Oh, I see. There's 72 of you in. I would love it. The more thumbs ups I get, the more likes I get. So, would you all give me a thumbs up? Look for the little hand that's doing this and click on it and give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And then we'll get more people in the chat. But it looks like it's growing. And let's talk about scraps. This was pretty funny. So, oh, those are scrappy strips on the design wall behind me. I just hang them there when I don't have anything that I'm working on because I'm always working on scrappy strips. In fact, look at this. This is my bag of scraps. And I pull stuff out of this to make the scrappy strips. I'm also going to talk tonight about another project I'm doing, but not right now. So I'm going to tell you about scrappy strips. When you sew these scrappy strips that are up on the wall, it is so freeing. It is so relaxing. You know, when we're working on a quilt, we want to get everything in the right place. We want perfect points. We sometimes have left and right pieces. There's so many variables in a quilt. And sometimes, don't you guys just get tired? I mean, do you get tired of being on top of it all the time? I mean, I do. Thank you, Lynn. I love Fridays with you too. So I do get tired of being on top of everything. It's sometimes just a little too much. So I sat down and started sewing these one time, and I made a whole video about them, and it's gone viral, and you people love it out there. And they asked me to teach this at Jones Sew and Vac. So I did. And the people there were just, oh, they're the nicest people, and they do such good work. They repair, they sell so many types of machines, and they repair so many types of machines. They have fabric, and their big thing is they do a ton of classes. So I'm teaching everybody how to do scrappy strips, and I'll get to your question in a minute, Linda, because I'm passionate about them. I've done quilts. I don't have any quilts in here made from my scrappy strips. Sorry. But anyway, the ladies that were doing it were wanting to organize the scrappy strips. They were wanting to have them, they were wanting to decide which order. Okay, so let's look at this. They were wanting to decide which order that they were all putting them in. Do you guys see any order on there? Mm-mm. So they wanted them to look good on their quilts. And I have a quilt that I showed, and it was looking good, you guys. It was really looking good. Let's see. Okay. And this one gal, hour and a half, she's still organizing her fabric. I says, "What are you doing?" And she says, "Well, I'm putting them in the order. I'm deciding what I'm going to use." She was auditioning her box of fabric. Nope, you don't do that. You just pull out of the bag and sew. And you can even put two greens together as long as you've got the contrast, You can do, there's no rules. But certainly, the one thing you don't want to do is, with scrappy strips is organize them. You don't want them to look organized. And you're going to get your cohesiveness for your quilt in the pattern that you put together with the scrappy strips and the background. And so you want a contrasting background. And so this one gal she was organizing hers and auditioning, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she doesn't get it. She was so cute. Her name was Michelle, and you know what? She was an HOA chairman of her home association. I thought, oh, that's it. She likes the control. Well, I straightened her out. She had hers all lined up in the order she wanted to sew them in, and she had this basket sitting next to her. And I scooped them all up, put them in the basket, and nest them up. And she's just like, oh! And another lady, I did that too as well. And I said, you guys, the whole purpose of sewing scrappy strips is to, hi, Deborah, checking in from New Jersey. I said, the whole purpose of sewing scrappy strips is to sew those puppies and to make a quilt out of them. I do have a block. I've got some blocks, but they're different. I'll show them to you in a minute. And at the end of the class, they were loving it. They were saying, oh my goodness, it felt so freeing. It was so relaxing. I finally figured out just to throw them all in. And so, yeah, that's what you do. You just throw them all in. Now, Linda asked if we sew them to paper. Heck no. Let me tell, here's a little one. And this one has two big ones on. It's kind of different. Nope, I don't sew them to paper. And look, they're crooked. They're not all straight. For instance, they're all different sizes. See that? But look what's fun. I'll talk about that in a second. But they're all different sizes. Some of them are crooked. Let me see if I can find a crooked one. Maybe the green one down here. They're definitely not straight. And the whole purpose is, Tracy Loftus, you are a control freak. So these ladies, there were 5 of them in the class of 14 that were really struggling and wanting to make it perfect. And I would love to sit down with you, Tracy. I can make you, I can change you, because you know what I did? One lady said, look, and she had her scrappy strips and they were all like this wide. And I said, oh, those are too thick. You can't have that much in. And she says, well, I like it. And I said, here's what I would do with those. And I picked up her rotary cutter and I sliced them. And she just went, oh, she ended up loving what I did. I said, you're going to love me. But anyway, so the scrappy strips are fun to sew and they can be crooked. You don't have to pull paper off them. They are freeing. It is relaxing sewing. And what I'll do is come up on a weekend or Sundays, and I will just sit and sew scrappy strips because I'm making so many quilts from these scrappy strips. Let me show you one right here. Let's see. I want it on this side. Let's see. This was on my video. This quilt is getting close to being done, you guys. Okay. Nope, wrong one. Right one. Okay. Imagine a whole quilt of that. Isn't that the coolest? And that's the power of scrappy strips. Okay. I think my eye would be twitching doing that. Isn't it beautiful, Linda? And can you see that some of them, look at this one here, very crooked. This whole row is very crooked. This is bigger. It gets smaller right here. This one I cut wider because I don't know if you can see or not, but see the sunglasses and the lips and stuff. But yeah, I love making scrappy strips. So that's my jam. That's what I did this week. And then I'm cutting. Next I'm cutting these guys up. I'm laying fabric on my go. I'm getting it all laid out because, ooh, is that going to fit? Nice. Hi, Susan. Pam, wonky scraps. Yes, Pam, they're total therapy sewing. Total therapy sewing. I love it. What is the go? It's the die cutter, Tracy. So I have my fabric on the die. Now I'm not cutting this side because this side is going to be the paper centers, but you can have dies with just about anything on it. And I have an electric one. It's a little loud. And then Tracy asked what the go cutter is. You pull it off like that. And look at this. Oh, look at those hexies I cut. I don't know about you, but I think it's the fastest way there is to cut hexies. So that's what I'm doing with it. Because everybody that goes to England with me, Marina and Debbie and Eva, they all get one of these. And there's more than that, but those are the ones that I know. So there's a bunch of ladies going that I've never met before. So it's going to be fun. It's nice and quick and it's accurate. And see, look at this stack I have of hexies already cut. It's very accurate. So, how did you come up with the idea to use your green fabric with all those colors as the background color? Well, I found that fabric in a closeout. It was a bolt end, and it was discounted. And first off, it's kind of a turquoise green fabric, and I saw it and I just went, oh, because it's beautiful. But this is it up front. Isn't it pretty? Hi, Kimmers. Glad you finally caught alive. Ajax, Ontario, Canada. Hey, Lynn Yates. And Linda Thornburg loves it. So can you see all of the crooked ones and the big ones and the little ones in there? See, there's no size requirements. It is just easy, fun sewing. And I think they make beautiful quilts, guys. So how did I come up with it? It was on sale. And like I said, I loved it. So that's how I got that fabric. I know, right? Isn't it beautiful? You're welcome, Michelle Lagerfo. Yeah, it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. So I'm so happy with it. And what I'm doing right now is laying my strips onto, or my fabric onto the go. I'm not going to get a full piece, but I'm going to get some. So, and you just set it down and it goes through, cuts it up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoops. So here I got, the Go Cutters aren't for everybody, but those that have them absolutely adore them. They don't take much room. So there's another pile. I got 2, 4, I got 7 out of that leftover piece. These you can't use, right? So here, I'll show you how big it is. I just unplugged it. So Tracy, who's not seen one, this is my Go Cutter. It's electric. Can you see there? And it says Go Bolt. So this is where you plug it in right here. Right here. And it's a little heavy, but I'm holding it up for you to see. And you just put the tray through it like this, and it puts the pressure down. And it's just a die cutter, but it's that way. And Betty Klink, you know me. Turquoise is one of my favorite colors. What's everybody's favorite color out there? Let's share favorite colors. You have a paper cutter like that. There you go, Tracy. Yeah. Do you scrapbook? Yeah, a lot of people scrapbook with them. I used to have a studio cutter, but I don't. I gave it up. It's just too huge and bulky. Yes. Madeline says this allows her to keep quilting because she has arthritis. I have arthritis too. You want to see my finger? Yellow. I love yellow. Happy, happy color. Lori Spencer loves blues. Look at my finger. Let's see. It kind of goes sideways. Isn't that awful? My little finger. Yeah. There you go. That's a better picture of it. I'm like a scary old witch, only I'm not a scary old witch. You know what? Blues and turquoise are so many people's favorite colors. And you know why? Because colors have the ability to evoke emotion. And people like the way they feel around certain colors. And ladies, that's why we paint our walls the way we paint them. That's why we pick the fabric we pick, pink or blue. Yeah, purple. See, I know so many people whose favorite color is purple. That's a popular favorite color. Very popular. So, come on, where are you? There we go. I'm folding this fabric over and over on the die cutter so I can get it turquoise. Linda's favorite color is turquoise. Yeah, you don't want to stack them that way, like this. You stack them this way on their side. And frankly, I'm not going to get too many dies. There's so many dies out there, but I don't want a ton of dies. I want just enough to really enhance my quilting. Let me see if this one is going to. Okay. I think I have it. Purple. Oh, lilacs. Who doesn't love lilacs? They're so gorgeous. Green is mostly your favorite, but I love green. You know what? I get so many Yes. Turquoise is beautiful. Turquoise and coral are universal colors, you guys. They look good on just about everybody. Interesting. Oh, you know why my coat's not working? I held it up to show you and I didn't plug it back in. That always helps. Power always helps. Okay. What are some other favorite colors out there? Oh, Angie drives a bright red car. I like to wear greens like emerald and teal, but when it comes to quilting, I like all colors. I have learned that I don't steer away from any color when it comes to quilting. Sadly, I drive just a white car. It's a pretty car, but yeah, kind of bums me out that I don't have a beautiful blue or red car, but I don't. You know what? Blue quilts are so popular. I get so many quilts in blue to quilt for people. And let's see, what did we do? I was going to say, what did we do this week? I can't remember. I do too many. Oh, you have the strip dies. Aren't those nice? I used to have them when I had my studio cutter, and I sold them with my studio cutter. And guess what? Shipping to Texas is a lot of money. I made a huge mistake, you guys. Huge mistake. I ruined some. There's two cuts of dies on this. This is for the papers. This is for the fabric. I cut the fabric on the paper side. They're awfully tiny, but oh well. I'll put them over here in this pile. I wondered why I could fold that piece so tight. Oh, yes. And Deborah, in your younger days, I bet the guys loved your red car. More realistic. They loved the cute chick driving your red car. That's really it, you know. Hmm. Well, shoot. What am I going to do? So we've got 80 people in the chat. Let's get up to 200. And to do that, I need you to hit the thumbs up. There's 68 thumbs up. So there's 20 of you that haven't hit the thumbs up. G Quilter's favorite color is blue. Blue is popular. I do love me some blue. I have a manual and AccuQuilt and really like it. You know, yeah, hi Lori Spencer, how are you? Yeah, the studio cutter is manual. You know, you crank it and it's not bad. People say they can't because of their arthritis, and I think I'm like, oh my goodness, your arthritis must be so bad that you can't crank. My heart hurts for those ladies. I know that sometimes I'll just whine and whine to the engineer over my arthritis, but he'll get up and get me Tylenol. He's good to me. And is everybody's in their hands? Thanks, Margie Hooper and Colleen Foster. I like all colors. I love floral for quilting. Colleen, you would probably, oh no, Monique, you would probably like the quilt I just finished. I call it Red, White, and Blooming. And I'm going to run these through the go and show it to you. Oh, you leaving, Abuela? It's 2 hours ahead for you. So you going to go to bed, Miss Abuela? Don't you worry about being late, made by Misty. Abuela, if you're going to bed, good night, my friend. Lori, I'm still having fond memories of the retreat too. Wasn't it just the blast? Lori came to the Three Quilt Amigas retreat in Hamilton, Missouri. And I must say, we put on a heck of a retreat. It was a lot of fun. Oh dear. Abuela, is Zaza going? Okay, Zaza, it's probably very late for you over in Scotland. You get up at 4 in the morning, Abuela? What on earth for? Is that just when you normally wake up? Because sometimes I usually wake up about 5:30 or so. But I'm this morning I was out the door by 6 because it was a swimming day, and I swim 3 days a week. So let's see. I think blue is the most popular color, you guys. Hi there, Sherry Wiggins. Hello. Okay, Angie, my arthritis was so bad in my knees I couldn't sleep through the night. Oh, I've been there, done that. I just hate, getting old is not our friend at all. But it happens to the best of us, doesn't it? Okay. I'm going to make sure I don't make that mistake again. You know what I'm going to do with these? I'm going to cut some smaller ones, and I'm going to make some fun hexies and hand stitch them to my Levi jacket. I think that would be fun. So let me show you my quilt. I want to make a blue and white double wedding ring using the new Tilda something blue. Oh, Oh, you say like you haven't planned it when I want to make, but you're cutting it out tomorrow, Linda Thornburg. Did you guys all hear that? What Linda's cutting out? Oh my gosh. Put a piece of tape on the one you don't want to use. Oh, good idea. I'm going to do that right now. Here we go. Okay. I have some washi tape right here. And it's going on. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Deborah. Deborah Kekochik. Because it could easily happen again. But now it won't. Thanks. I appreciate it. Debbie Dobbins, are your ears itching? I have totally been thinking about you. I need to text you. I need to text you and find out what's new with you. Yes, acupuncture does help with arthritis, and we're talking about getting old, Debbie Dobbins, and how it's not for sissies. So it really stinks. And I'm cutting out hexies for my England trip because I'm going to be teaching English paper piecing in England with Liberty of London. Hey, did you see that? Betty Klink is chatting at you, Debbie Dobbins. So I'm excited. I'm excited to teach that, but it will be fun. I'm putting together a little kit. They're going to have all the hexies, the papers. They're going to get glue. What class are you talking about yesterday? Not the one I taught, was it? Or was it one that Betty taught or went to? Yes, the word old is almost as bad as the word snow. We don't like snow, but we live close to it. So far, I am still doing the let's see. I guess I'm only going to get 2, no matter how I cut it. Which I have 3 layers of fabric, so that's 6 more pieces. Okay, artichoke. Oh, the one that I taught? Yeah, that was a lot of fun. No, I will not get paid in Liberty Fabrics. But so excited. I'm taking Miss Michelle Dobbins. Did you know that Michelle's going to England with me? Yeah, Patricia, Michelle, and my daughter Shawnee, daughter-in-law Shawnee. Linda Thornburg, I've heard on other channels that die still has issues. If you haven't already, I suggest that you make one practice block before you cut up all your fabric. Are you talking about this die? The one that I'm using? I've not heard that. I mean, I don't know what issues you could have. So that's it doesn't have a lot of it doesn't have a lot of what's it called? It looks like it's only got a 1/4 inch. Is that the issues that you were talking about? Oh, you want to see what I'm doing? Well, there. This is what I'm doing. Then I can't see you. I'd rather see you. Sorry. I'm I'm not technical. I need to figure out just how I can yeah, I need to figure out how I can do 2 pictures. I'll get there. I'm I you know what? You know who's going with us too, Debbie Dobbins, is Deborah Meeks. And you remember Marina from Retreat, Marina Abad, and Eva Shoemaker is going. So it's going to be fun. I would love to teach in Arkansas, Judy, so and so. So they just need to call me and send me out there. Hello, Scrappy Crafter. Oh, sorry. Keep it up, Miss Di. You're making me jealous. We're leaving the men's home, but Deborah Meeks is bringing her Gary, so he is a wonderful guy. So yeah, we're excited about that. There's a couple of husbands going. We're gonna hit the Birmingham Quilt Show. That will be fun. I know, and you've probably been all over. You've got quite a list of places you've been, seen, done more than I do. Well, Michelle and I are just, we can't believe this is happening. We're pretty darn excited. So, since she's not in the chat, I'm going to tell you what Michelle is going to get herself. I'm laughing at your comment, Dobbins. So, have you guys all seen the show Austin Powers? Hello, baby. You know he's so funny, Mike. It's a little bit crass. It's whatever. But Michelle's going to get her a pair of panties with the Union Jack on the back. That's what she's getting. That's right. You used to live there, Miss Loftus, didn't you? Yeah, Tracy Loftus lived in England. Of course. Yep. So yes, that is so, Michelle. We'll have her bring them to retreat. But nobody will see them. She can just tell us she's wearing them. That's right. That was cool. I forgot that you lived there. Tracy has lived all over. She's got quite a history of being in cool places. Anyway, so all I'm doing, someone said they want to see what I'm doing. All I'm doing is cutting out hexies. And I'm a little nervous that is there a better hexie die? So somebody said there were problems with it. The Scrappy Crafter wants to know if there's anybody else from the Three Amigas Quilt Retreat here. Lori Spencer is here. Debbie Dobbins is here. And let's see, the Scrappy Crafter. Tell me your name. There were only 60 of you I had to learn. I don't think Sue is on. Sue Johnson. You guys have her phone number. Text her. That would be fun. Oh, Victoria. Hi, Victoria. Hello. Good night, Betty. Betty's the East Coast girl. Nice to hear you. You'll have to email me and tell me how your trip, your mission trip was, what you did and everything. We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. All right. Sue Smith, you are there. Oh my gosh. All you retreat girls. Krista, hello everyone. Okay, so we've talked about that. We've talked about London. Oh, would you like to see? Would you like to see the up close quilting on my quilt? And how many of you are coming to Emmett, Idaho for the quilt show next week? Because it is next week. I'm going to the quilt show, and I have 4 quilts entered in it. So I'm pretty excited. I've never entered so many quilts before in the quilt show. Let me show you this quilt. Oh, this one is one that I'm entering. Can you see it? Let's see. I'll hold it up for a minute. So I made this 2.5 years ago. And I just have always loved this quilt. Never got it quilted. I couldn't come up with a backing, but oh, there you go. There's the quilting that Michelle and I put on it. Can you see it? I love this border in the white. And in the red, well, there's pearls in here in the center. And so I wanted pearls on that little red border. And then we have feathers. Let me see if I can get, I don't know if I can or not. Anyway, there's feathers in the blue flowered border all the way around. And the quilt is huge. Here's part of it. It's all stars and Irish chain. So anyway, I'm entering this in the quilt show. I'm entering, it's a monster, it's a beast. And I'm entering 2 of my scrappy Christmas quilts. Yeah, you know what's kind of exciting? Bev Behrens is entering 7 quilts in the show, and I've quilted all of them. And if you've been to my retreats, you know Bev Behrens. She's a crazy good quilter. And then Patricia Byrne is entering one in the show. It's the comforter for her bed, and it is just gorgeous. And I got to quilt that one, of course. Then I'm entering 4 that I've quilted, and I think Beverly McClellan is entering a couple in the show. Some of them, she's got a Lori Holt one that we did the micro quilting on. So yeah, yes, true. Little Miss Sue, you should put the blue and white quilt in a show. I'm trying to think where Sue lives. Is it like it's above Kansas? Is it like Ohio? Thank you. Wasn't that a pretty quilt? So yes, I did put my 365 in the quilt. Iowa. There should be tons of quilt shows in your area then. So what's going to be fun is let's see, 7, 8, 12. There's at least 14 or 15 quilts in the show that I will have quilted. That's but sadly, the quilters just get mentioned in the comments is all. So hello to 92 of you people that have given me thumbs up. You guys are awesome. When you give me a thumbs up, this is why YouTubers like them. Then YouTube goes, oh, something's happening here. Let's push this out to more people. So, and they'll push it out to more people. Paula Brill, hi, how are you doing? Can I tell him your name? I'm going to. Paula Brill is Knitting Nana, and she lives just across the border an hour or so in Oregon. And she is, boy, she's a knitter and are you a crocheter or just a knitter? And she is a quilter. And Paula, let me show you. You missed it. Here's my Irish chain Ohio Star quilt. Okay, ready? It's huge. Can you see it, Paula? This is for you, Paula. Okay. So she crochets a little. So that was for you, Paula. This one has been you've probably seen it in my shop the couple of times you've been here because it has been hanging on the end of the quilt hangs where we hang them forever. And I finally came up with backing for it. This is the backing. It's in the fabric line. And I didn't have enough, so I put a stripe in it. Is that here? This is huge. So I made the backing up. We quilted it the other day. What's your second favorite? Oh, the selvage spools quilts. I've been sleeping under that one lately. Oh, I love the selvage spool quilt. And I think I entered it in this show, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look. Okay, Victoria, you go to bed and put your feet up. Hugs to you too, sweetie pie. Yeah, that quilt is so traditional and so gorgeous. Tracy Loftus, and that has happened. I'd be just devastated. Irish chain and stars. Yes, that I knew it, Knitting Nana. I knew it, Paula. That's why I showed you. So, yeah, it was fun to see that quilt, wasn't it? So I really, really liked it. Oh, I did. So I don't think it was last year, but it was the year before that I had the spools in. They were 2 years in my booth, but I'm not going to have a booth at the Emmett show ever again. So we won't go there. Oh, Paula, don't be jealous. You can make beautiful quilts. But I wanted you to see that. And it'll always be here. Have you seen my selvage spool quilt, Linda? It's pretty awesome. I'm pretty down with it. It's very light and fluffy too. And I thought this one would be light and fluffy, but it seems to be heavy. And I think it may be because it's so big. It's like 90, 95 inches long. You can really curl your feet under it, have it clear up to here. And then the other day I had it wrapped around my head because my neck gets cold. Oh my gosh, I was wrapped in that like something else, and the engineer walked in, and I'm all wrapped up, and I have it over my head, and so I've got like this part showing, of my face, this much showing, and I'm all in my quilt. My favorite way to be. Dobbins, you're hilarious. You are hilarious. Um, Guys, if anybody is out there and does not want the selvages, I do. I do. I love them. I have a big special selvage project. Here's the deal. In the next couple of months, you're going to see a selvage uh, video. Okay. And see all of these? Notice the color? This is going into one specific quilt. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I can't wait to share it with you. You are going to love it. Now, you guys know I have one or two selvages, right? But I need more. So if any of you are wanting to give away selvages, because some of you don't use selvages, I would love them. So let me show you. See this one? I can just barely use it. And this one is just going to have the words. But this is how wide I cut my selvages. That is 2 inches. Because there's still some color on it. And if you cut your selvages 2 inches, when I was making the spool selvage quilt, I purposely cut them wide because of that. I wanted the color. And if you give me just the strips with the word, like this much, I've had people give me that much. It's hard to use it. I can't always use it. But you know what? I take any selvages. But if you have any low volume selvages, any low volume, you guys know what low volume is, right? I'm going to show you my selvages. Okay. See this container? It's full of selvages. And they're crammed in there. Like and I have every color in my selvages. I have purple and blue and orange and red and low volume. And I'm going to put that there. I have green and yellow and black. And I mean, I have it all, you guys. I might use this in that project. I have red, white, and blue selvages. Do any of you guys sell selvages? I'm going to show you some really cool things you can make with selvages. I'll give you a preview. I made this mini moon ago. But look at this bag. I think it is so cute. And look on this side. These were some of the first selvages I ever had. I wasn't cutting them for color at this point. I was cutting them just for the words. So I didn't get much on, and I wanted to add color. So that's when I put the little corner, or the little corner on. I thought that was kind of cute, and it's on both sides. So when I made this, I forgot to put batting in it. So it's kind of a skinny pouch, but this travels a lot with me. It's a very reliable, good old pouch. And it's just one thing you can do with selvages, but I have more. Now I wonder what this is doing in my selvages. I'm throwing it back there in my scraps. So selvages are kind of my jam. I love them. Oh, you are? Made by Misty is cutting the selvages from all her Christmas fabric to make a wall hanging for Christmas. How fun! So you're going to make your wall hanging out of selvages? Cut them wide. Look at this. This is cut at 2 inches. And look at the color you can get. And can you imagine how pretty it will look if you have a lot of reds like this? And Misty, when you cut them wide, measure your fabric. You are going to find that you can still get 42 inches of fabric in most cases. So every once in a while you can't. Oh, yeah, I would never put selvages in a dog's bed, but that's okay. That's okay. Everybody does what they do. Um, I've made a quilt with selvages. It's downstairs, so I'm not gonna go get it. But that's hilarious that you're cutting selvages right now. Okay, now I'm jealous of the selvages. Guess what's coming in the mail, Linda Thornburg? I paid for some selvages to come in the mail, and I can't wait. And some of these I have bought, but some of them I haven't. Most of them I've cut. I have a couple of customers who that I quilt for. They give me their selvages. They know I collect them, and they don't want to bother. Some people do, and some don't. Good job, Misty, for cutting them at 2 inches. And then you know what fabric it was made from, and you have the color. The color gives you so many options because you can. When I did my spool selvage quilt, I did a whole spool of pinks, and then I did one of grays, one of oranges, one of blues, one of aqua, red, except you get it. And the color, those color pieces really added to it. So I've gotten a little snobby about my selvages. Way to go, Tracy Miller. Tracy Miller's in the Selvage Club with us. Yeah, baby. That's going to be fun. And Sherry Wiggins, I'm really interested to see how you make a quilt with yours. I've done it already, Sherry Wiggins. It's on my channel. Um, go to. Sorry, my shirt's all writing up. Anyway, yeah, you go get him some dinner, Debbie. Hugs to JR, please. Thank you, Debbie. Give JR hugs for me tonight. I don't care. I don't know. What I do is I teach you how to sew them to fabric. I've never had a problem with it. This bag has been washed, and it's just as well. I put them on crooked. My selvage spool quilt has been washed, and it looks just fine. So, why don't you try it and let us know if when you wash a quilt made with selvages, the fabric is going to twist or shrink. I don't think the selvages won't shrink. Okay, and I'll show you in the video how I sew them down. I do a foundation piece them when I put them in. So, oh, yes, Misty. Yes, a green Christmas tree. Email me, Misty. I'm going to send you some green for your Christmas tree. Where you at first? Tell me, are you in New Zealand? Where you at, Misty? I bet I have some green in here. Uh-huh. Okay. There's some. Let's see. There's some. I don't want to pull them all out, but I know I have a bunch of green. Oh, you're going to love me. This one doesn't have anything on it. It's just print. It's the back selvage, but I saved it because it's green. Oh my gosh, this is a prize selvage. Total prize selvage. You know who this is? This is Anna Maria Horner's True Colors. And it's the selvage, but it doesn't have her name on it. But that would be really nice. So, Misty, where are you at? Tampa, Florida. All right. Email me, die@sisterchicksquilting.com with your address, and I'll put some in the mail to you for your project. You finish that project. And then I want you to get it done so you can show it in my video. I need you to send pictures of it to me, okay? Let's see what else I have in here for Misty. Okay, they're coming out, dang it. Here's a real skinny one from my early days. I don't know if you can get any. You probably can't get anything out of it, so I won't send that one. Oh, this one's cute. Look at that. That's some Moda. Moda, baby. There's two. I'll keep one and give you one. Tell me, Misty, do you want this? It's a cotton and steel. It's green, but it's a little different, and there's some yellow on it. So tell me if you want this one in there. Some go into quilt blocks and others make cute. Yes, Linda. We're talking about, Linda, I'm going to do a whole video on selvages and blocks and uses for them. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wash the quilt and make sure it doesn't shrink or go funny because of the selvages. So, yes, you want the, okay, it's yours. It's yours. Is this too, this is, this may not be green enough for you, and it's animals. So I don't know if you want that one or not. Okay. Oh, check it out. Look at this. I think we're splitting this in half. Cotton and steel. All right. Okay. You guys, it's just about to explode at my feet. Oh. I told you these are packed in here. Okay. This is going to be fun. I'm going to send you some cotton and steel selvage, Misty. Let me see if I can come up with some more green. So if you help me, I'll help you. Oh, Misty, what happened to my computer? Oh. Oh, there we go. Guess what I have for you, Misty? You are going to die when you see that. You think that's too light? Oh, the cotton and steel, you think it's too light? Say yes or no on the cotton and steel. Guess what I have? Da, 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 da. Christmas lights. Look at that. You're getting that one. So tell me if cotton and steel is too light, and I won't send it to you. Or was this one too light? I think this one is too light. Yeah. Okay. I want some. Oh, I see some green. Oh, look at that. Okay. So are you going to have enough for your wall hanging? Should I keep digging? That's what I'm doing, you guys. I'm digging out green selvages for Miss Misty in Florida for her. Gosh, now I'm not going to have any green. I'll have to collect more. Oh, dear. All right. Oh, this is one of my faves. It's a little olivey, but it's definitely green. And all of those different colors will look great. Yes, okay, it's great. Oh, no way, very cool. No to the animals. That's what I thought you meant. Acorn quilt. You know what? This was from a customer. A lot of customers um, will tell me I can clip their selvages when I quilt for them, but I haven't asked for a really long time. Look at this one. Can you see that one? Anne of Green Gables Christmas. Now, if I cut it that thin, I'm sorry, but there's going to be enough green in it. But it must have been one that didn't give me the full stuff. Sue Smith, love you too. Bye. You have a good night. Okay. Nice excuse to buy more fabric, Johnny. Oh, aren't we funny? Let's see. Oh my gosh. Anna Maria Horner. This was called, I think, Stitched Memory. Look, there's a little bit that says Horner right there on the under my finger. Is that green enough? Then I think I'm going to start putting it in. Okay. So this wad is going to Misty. So you email me and I'll put it in. Oh wow, there's a whole nother side. Yeah, I want to see this. I want to show your project in my video. So hurry up and finish it. Chop chop. Then send me pictures. Here's an oldie. All right. Okay. I'm putting these back in the bin. Oh my gosh. What a mess. Look at this gorgeous one. This is a Jen Hewitt for Ruby Star Society. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just gorgeous? So I will have fun with my video coming up. Oh my gosh, they're all over under my chair. All right, okay. I'm up from the pile of selvages. Oh, look at this selvage. It's the binding for the quilt I just showed you. Okay. Yeah, if I don't do something with that, let me fix my outfit here so I don't there. Well, I'm excited. I'll find an envelope and we'll fill it out and we'll get it in the mail to you. Oh, I can't wait. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see how your project looks when it's done. Hi, Darlene Reeves. So we miss you and love you too, Sue. You are absolutely the kindest, sweetest chicka boom boom there ever was. There, I'm looking at you now, Sue. And if you're going to bed, have a good night's sleep, young lady. So I'm not going to put up a video this weekend. I'm making one. Next week is the Caterpillar Handmade Collective. I don't know what date I am. I will announce it in my posts. I'm going to find out Monday morning. And this weekend, I'm finishing up my video for that. I'm going to give that to them and then I will post it. And then I'm doing a really cute quilt called Hear Ye, Hear Ye. Um, and I'm going to be selling the kit for it. I'm really excited about that. So that's what's going on with me next week. This week, I don't know. This week it's over. Good night, Linda Thornburg. Hey there, Robin Smith. How are you? I'm so happy I was able to jump in during your live video. So am I, Kimberly Hendricks, because we have been missing you. Several people were going, oh my word, where is that Kimberly Hendricks? She is not here yet. So, Robin, you're from Kentucky, huh? You're down in April Stories land. Are you anywhere close to the Busy Lady Quilt Shop or Louisville, Kentucky? So Charming Quilt Shop in Clanton, Alabama showed some selvage yardage on. Oh, yeah. People are making, designers are making the selvage yardage. Um, Ruby Star Society was the first to make the yardage, and it's a hot commodity. People like it. They like all the scrappiness look of it, the salvage look of it, and anyway, I've been doing selvages for years and years, making making bags and quilt blocks and fun things. So that's what I'm super excited to share with you on my video that I'm making. So, do you have an idea how much the kit will be yet? Yes, Johnny, the kit is going to be $130. And if you buy the backing from me, I'm giving at the time you purchase the kit, I'm giving you 20% off the backing. So, oh my word, what color is Tracy's in the house, you guys. I told you at the first of the video, I'm glad Tracy's not in the house because she's going to diss me for wearing an orange shirt. And she did. So I told you at the first, if you weren't here, at the first of the video that Tracy has been into colorizing. People are cool and warm and they're winter and spring and everything. And this totally is not my color, but I love it. When life gives you scraps, make a quilt. So that's what I do. So Johnny's saying hi to you, Tracy. So, oh, you have that shirt, Angie Branter. I love it. Maybe I'll make one and put Sister Chicks on it. I'm not going to tell you where I got this one. Don't read where it's from. It does have yellow in it too, because you know what? Lemons are not red or pink. Lemons are yellow. So I'm totally getting the beat down. Do you remember Lori Spencer from our retreat? I think Lori signed up and you're coming again, right, Lori? Or are you going to wait until October? So the tickets for 3 Quilt Amigas go on sale October 1st, everybody. And yeah. Angie Walsh, you're coming again. Hi, how are you doing, my dear? I remember you. Anyway, it's going to be fun. I promise I won't wear this shirt. Yes, and Lori Spencer is coming next year to 3 Quilt Amigas. It's going to be fun. Tracy, we've been having a great chat about uh, scrappy strips, about selvages, and about hexies. We've been talking a lot, and you know what else has been going on? Tracy has a new video. Everybody that's in the chat, there's 91 of you listening. I want you, as soon as this is over, to go search the sewing channel, and Tracy's latest video is coming up. Oh my gosh, you guys! It's called Pinwheel Pile Up, and it is a pile up of pinwheels. It is absolutely genius. I love, 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 love it. And um, I'm getting the pattern, and Blue Block and I want to make it. It is just a fun, fun quilt. So don't leave my live though. You stay right here. I see, I see the numbers went poop. So check out Tracy's new video, and you're gonna love it. Oh, Johnny, good for you for embracing the gray. And you know what? When you color with is your gray silver gray like my gray? My can you see my gray in there? Anyway, mine is a little bit of a mouse gray. Sorry, that's just how God made me, I guess. So there's the link to Tracy's newest video. Don't go check now, but check after the live is over. And you are going to enjoy it. It's a long one, but you learn so much, as always with Tracy's videos. So, anyway, um, did I get an email from, who was it? Misty, Made by Misty in Florida. Did you email me, Made by Misty in Florida? And let me know. I went away real quick. I'm checking to see if she emailed me her address. Nope. Nope. Don't forget to email me, Made by Misty, die@sisterchicksquilting.com, so I can put these selvages in the mail to you, okay? Yes, Lynn. You know what? I taught for a company called Jones Sew and Vac here in Boise. Are you in the Boise area, Lynn Richter? Let me know. Um, I will make sure to tell you. It was their thing, they scheduled me, so I just went and taught, and I guess I could have said something about it. They have a beautiful classroom, and they always include lunch, but I'm going to tell Orion not to give pizza every time because too much pizza. Anyway, you're in Boise. Good. It was at Jones Sew and Vac. They have got the best classes. They have a strip club you can go to, and Orion said he would schedule me again. So I will, next time I get scheduled to teach a class, Lynn, I'll put it on my post, okay? So you have a little notice and you can sign up. But anyway, I like teaching. I love the people at Jones Sew and Vac. That is where I take my machine for service. They sell Handy Quilter. They sell Janome. They sell Juki. I think they sell Janome. They sell a ton. They don't sell Bernina. But yeah, we could get together here in Emma. Where, Tracy? Your house? I don't have room. I guess I could do that. Robin Smith, giving up hair coloring for your fabric is a good choice, or for your to buy fabric is good. Yeah. Oh, we could get the church building and have a class here in Emmett. Would you come to Emmett for a class, Lynn? It would be probably from 9 to 4, and we would teach at the church building. They have a great big gymnasium we can use. Oh, oh, maybe not. We'll work it out. But anyway, okay, we'll get you to a class, Lynn. Did you want to do scrappy strips? Um, like these on the wall? Scrappy strips? Yeah. It's a new kind of sewing. I think what we're gonna have to do is train Tracy Loftus to do it too. Good night, Deborah Kikochik. Deborah Kochik. Yes, it is time for bed if you're on the East Coast. That means it's just after 10 o'clock. Sleep well. Don't let the bed bugs bite, Deborah. The one I did in class was fun. People want more of it. Could you just believe all the amazing blocks? I was so pleased. And there were 5 ladies that went in with major control issues that wanted to lay the quilt out. They wanted to order the strips, see, okay. They wanted to order the strips in order. They wanted to leave something out of the strips. And I did this. I mixed them all up, and they were just like, and then the one lady on the live said, "Oh, it was so freeing. It was so wonderful." And they turn out better when you just kind of throw them up. So I know, right, Lynn? The variation of the background fabrics was crazy. I couldn't believe all the colors. A lot of ladies loved my blue one that I had as a sample, and that inspired several of them. A lot of them saw these blocks and they wanted to go with the aqua. What is the quilt kit that I talked about? Oh, I am selling a quilt kit called Hear Ye, Hear Ye. I've got it all cut up. I'm packaging it up and it's going to be for sale you'll see it on Facebook. You'll see it on my YouTube channel probably the next week. It is a Liberty Bell. It is so cool. I absolutely love it. You'll see pictures of it. You're going to see me sewing it on my channel. And what a great year to make the Liberty Bell on the 250th anniversary of our country. So thank you, Made by Misty, for emailing me. I'll go down and figure it. Johnny White wants to know if I'm a barefoot sewer or do you wear socks or shoes? 9 times out of 10, I have flat feet, Johnny, and I have to wear arch supports. So 9 times out of 10, I'm wearing shoes. And well, I would say 70% I wear shoes, but I wear support socks. I would love to go barefoot more, but I have cankles, not ankles, and I really need the support socks on them. So I'm jealous that Tracy from the Sewing Channel sews barefoot. That girl goes everywhere barefoot. And um, yeah, oh, she's talking about it now. So yeah. So what about you, Johnny? Are you a barefoot sewer? Or do you wear socks or shoes? My favorite way to sew is in socks because they do support they're the support hose of the support socks and they do support my feet. Yes, Sherry Fitzgerald. We talked about that just a minute ago about the Sewing Channel's really fun quilt tutorial. It's called Pinwheel Pile Up. You do need to go check that out after this video is over. Go to the Sewing Channel and check out Pinwheel Pile Up. And Tracy, I see she's popping the link in the chat. So you guys can go back to the chat and do it. So Angie Walsh, you're a barefoot sewer. Okay. Barefoot sewer or socks on cold days, Johnny. And you know what? I'm always cold. I take blood thinners, and because I take the blood thinners, I'm always cold. So it was kind of weird. I had chemotherapy in 2013 and 2014 when I was fighting cancer, and it totally changed my biological makeup. I used to, for instance, I used to just love hot, spicy Mexican food or anything or Chinese food. The hotter the better. I can't handle that anymore. Um, and then I was always cold. Excuse me. I always got super cold, and it was just weird how chemotherapy changes your body. And then now I have to take blood thinners because of my heart, and they make me cold all the time. So when we go to bed, I have an extra quilt. The engineer's throwing the covers off, and he is like an oven. He puts out this heat, just radiates it. And so I'll take my cold feet, put them in his back, and it's kind of, he loves that, but it warms me up. And then I have another blanket that has cuddle on it, and I curl up under that. I cover my shoulders and everything with it. So yeah. Sherry Fitzgerald, we've been on a while, but thank you for joining us. We've been wondering where you were. It's about time you got on, is what I have to say. Don't be late again, girl. Okay. Barefoot all year long. Yeah, Tracy and Tracy Loftus and Tracy from the Sewing Channel. You guys are my barefoot girlfriends. So, yeah, always sewing barefoot. Are you guys seeing the chat? Tracy is dishing out the tea tonight or spilling the tea. So, yeah, yeah, I'm not going to comment on that, Miss DeChurch. I'm hoping people don't read it. But yeah. So, do you guys want to hear a funny story? I apparently am quite a vivid dreamer. And last night or this morning, I was dreaming and I remember, so I'm going to do a real short story on it. So I dreamt that I was a contestant in a virtual, is it called virtual cooking shows? Not virtual in a, um, you know, um, where people are on TV live, right? I dreamed I was that way. And there were a bunch of other contestants with me, and it was a cooking show. There was all kinds of stuff involved, but they present us with this beautiful pie. I mean, the crust. Oh my, I can't tell you how beautiful that crust was. And I remember just thinking, oh, I want a bite of it. And they said, thank you. It's my pickle pie. And I just kind of went, what? And they sliced a piece of this pickle pie and set it on a plate. And and I looked at, and it was just like solid. I mean, you guys, I'm sorry, it looked like poop. Okay, but I had to taste it because I was on this cooking show. So I take a little teeny tiny bite out, and I tasted it, and I go, and it actually was really super spicy, like a pumpkin pie, and it really tasted good. And I said, when I saw the pie, I said, well, obviously, it's pureed. And that was my comment in my dream, right? So it this morning was swimming day, so my alarm goes off at 5:55. I hop up in bed, and Chuck said to me, or the engineer said, you were talking in your sleep this morning. And I said, I was. And he goes, yeah, you said the strangest thing. You said, obviously, it's been pureed. I said it out loud. So, and then I told Blue Block on the way to swim, and Tina, our other friend that we swim with, and she says, "Oh yeah, Di talks in her sleep." So apparently, when and Tracy knows that pickle pie, yeah, you pickle pie. I know, but it didn't taste like pickles. It was so weird. I remember asking, "Well, are they sweet pickles or dill pickles?" So yeah. But it was a dream, so it wasn't real. But anyway, when we were in Hamilton, apparently I talked in my sleep, and Tracy heard me. It was terrible. So, not talking in my sleep, the fact that I woke them up, I felt really bad. So, there, I spilt my own tea, everybody. Does anybody else here talk in their sleep or remember their dreams? There's 111 of you, so I'm sure some of you do. I want somebody to spill the tea if they do, okay? Oh, I'm getting thrown under the bus and kicked to the curb for sure. So Tracy Loftus in our October quote retreat, she opened the window at night. We were in the mountains. We were. Oh, hold it. Was it the one in Albion? We're kind of in a valley in the mountains. Jenny Harris, you talk in your sleep? Good. Apparently, I do too, and it goes with my dream. So I don't know what that means, but we do. Yes, Albion. Oh, the weather in Albion was absolutely perfect last September. Oh, it was gorgeous. Yeah, I love I like to sleep with the window open, but I have to have four quilts. So I want to be warm, but I want nice, cool, fresh air hitting my nose and mouth. Johnny White in the past, not so much now. I was told that I said turn off the lights and got dressed. I've been known to talk, sing, and yell, Kimberly. Oh, Paula Brill, I once dreamed I was at a motel and there was a secret phrase you had to say, and it was Peter Peter Noon eats crispy rice. That's hilarious, Paula. Oh my gosh. Peter Noon eats crispy rice. Oh, I have a daughter who always talks in her sleep. She told all of her secrets. She was so mad at her sister for telling on her. That's funny. That's funny. I still am having a hard time getting over Peter Noon eats crispy rice. That's pretty funny. So when I was in Hamilton, I I was talking in my sleep, and I was in a room with April and Tracy, everybody, and I sat up in my bed and turned on the light because I was dreaming that there were spiders on the walls. And I stopped and I looked and I said, Tracy, April, what are you guys doing here? And then I went back to sleep. So that's all I know. Herman's Hermits. Oh, Coy, he would cuss out his workers in Spanish, huh? Beautiful. Oh yeah, and I turned the light on when I did it. Yeah, I turned on the light and I said, Tracy, April, what are you doing here? Tell him what you said, Tracy. Tracy said, I don't know. If she starts levitating, I'm out of here. But I didn't. I turned off the light and went back to bed. Yep, she told me to turn off the light and I did. So at least I'm an obedient sleep talker. So anyway, it seems like we all have vivid dreams or spiders in our closets or skeletons, and we all have some tea we can spill about each other. You guys, this has been so much fun, but have you noticed that I'm not cutting out um, my hexies anymore? Oh dear, I'm just kind of like, hmm, I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't want to do it anymore. Yes, talk and yell in my sleep and a bit more. Yikes. Thank goodness I don't sleepwalk. Oh, I'm always so thankful I don't sleepwalk. So, you know what? There's a really strong sleep drug, and the engineer was prescribed it, and it causes you to hallucinate. The engineer was prescribed it for something because he wasn't sleeping and was really getting sick. And he took it, and I forgot what it was. But anyway, one night I heard him talking, and I got up, and he was totally walking in his sleep. And in the bathroom, I have these little boxes that I keep my cotton pads and my Q-tips in. And he had one of them, and he kept opening and shutting it, and that's what woke me up. He kept clicking it, and he was walking all over the house, um, moving things around the house and talking. And I kept trying to wake him up, and he was so out of it I couldn't wake him up. It was kind of scary. And so we didn't. I do it with spiders, Tracy. And so he took it once, and he told the doctor. He said no, no, he was hallucinating, and he couldn't be woken up. It was pretty scary. He was afraid that he might be on a business trip and walk out of the motel room or the hotel room in his pajamas or underwear or something. And so, yeah, Ambien. It was Ambien. That was scary stuff. Yeah, you're right, Johnny. Yeah, it was awful. Spiders and snakes are what scare me. So that's why we're friends, Loftus, because we don't like spiders and snakes. So anyway, so I'm running out of things to talk about. Tracy, DeChurch, have you seen my quilt? Do you want to see my quilt? Yes, Robin Smith. Sleepwalking is scary. So, which one? The red, white, and blooming? The one my last video was about? Yes. Okay. So, this is the back. I put the extra stars on the back, and this is the front. Ready? Oh dear. And then I'm going to bring it up close and show you some of the quilting. Michelle picked out this border on the white, and I picked out the red border. It's pearls. And then in the center, we have vines and pearls and leaves. And you know what? There's feathers here. You're having a hard time seeing it, but here, let me get it close. There's the thread. We did colonial gray thread, and you can see it between in the blue sections. You can see the thread color. So it's a fun feather pattern. So, hi, Mrs. Smith. I love how it turned out to Lynn Richter and Robin Smith. Um, what batting do I always use? Yep, you're right. I always machine bind Robin Smith. I'm pretty dang good at it. Here's the back of my hand binding or my machine binding, and here is the front. Let's see, getting it on the camera. Have nice square corners. So that's my binding. But I always thank you, Tracy. Thanks, Robin. Sherry Wiggins, I have a computer, and I have a computer that quilts for me. So we have to set it up. We have to put the design in. We have to repeat the design. We have to do the math to figure it all out and everything. So it's not just super simple to, do it, and it does take time. This was an 8-hour quilting job because um, the inside is a edge to edge panto, and then it has 3 borders. So this took a long time to do it, and I have washable wool in it. So and Robin, yeah, I've had lots of practice. In fact, in our business, we have a lot of customers that have us bind for them. Paula, did I bind for you on your first quilt? I don't recall. Paula Brill's in. She's one of my quilting customers. And um, quiet, unassuming, infinite. Oh, that's cool, Johnny. Tying generations together, an acronym for quilt. So Johnny's acronym for quilt, read it. Q for quiet, unassuming, infinite. So it's quiet, unassuming, infinite love, tying generations together, an acronym for quilt. So that's really cool. I've never heard that before. But this one is, oh, you don't. I haven't bound for you, Paula. Okay. I don't, I've lost track of all the people that I've bound quilts for. Um, a lot of my newbies. And then I also came up with my own way to bind with cuddle binding. I have videos out there about it. Um, Tracy, if you want to put it in, I'd love it if you would. It's called What Am I Binding With on the thumbnail, but I talk about binding your quilt with cuddle, how to do it, and to make it look good. And it's quite a detailed tutorial, and it's really, really, you learn so much. I have now a lot of customers bind their own quilts with cuddle or minky. Cuddle, minky is cuddle. Cuddle is minky. Minky is cuddle. It's like jello and gelatin. Um, so anyway, that's a lot of fun. But I trimmed the dragon quilt though. Yes. Did you get that bound into your daughter-in-law? Was it the dragon quilt? Paula recently has quilted 2 of Jason Yinter's dragon quilts, and oh, they're always incredible. They're huge for her son and her daughter-in-law. They each have their own, because I think what your son wasn't going to share when he got it. Thanks. I made that up a while ago and I love sharing it. Thanks for sharing it, Johnny. That was really cool. Sewing K, love it. Knitting Nana, yes. Oh, she did. So yeah. Yeah, that was the last one I did for you, I believe, was that Jason Yinter dragon quilt. Oh, those are amazing if you haven't seen them. And they're a kit with panels and they're just incredible. I've quilted 4 of his quilts. Okay, that's the flange binding, not the cuddle, but that one works too. I hand stitch binding. So, do you sew it on the machine, Angie, and then hand stitch it down? Um, because that's what most people do. I'm laughing, Paula. I couldn't decide which one is coolest, but so Paula gave the Jason Yinter Dragon quilt 2 of them, one to a husband and wife, her son and daughter-in-law, and she said, "Did you guys hear that? They're arguing over who has the coolest one." One was was it oranges and reds, and the other one was greens and blues? Yeah. I've only used, Lynn Richter, I've only used decorative stitching on baby quilts before. And okay, that's how you do it, Angie. That's how I did it too. And I make so many quilts, I couldn't do it. And I couldn't offer binding service. So I just started practicing. And some of my early bindings I'm not proud of. But, you know, when they get this good, um, I just, you just whip them out. I love binding this way. So I love doing binding too. Oh, Tracy, stop bragging about your 60-year-old machine. Tracy has more. She sews on a 60-year-old machine, but she has more than 60 machines, and most of them work. She's like has 130 or something like that. She collects them, she fixes them, she repairs them. The mechanical singers, and some others. She does really good with those. But yeah, I love doing binding too. It's the last thing and it's done. And I am talking. Oh, anytime you say Tracy, I think you're talking to me. Hey, Tracy Loftus, Tracy the Sewing Channel's getting a senior featherweight, and I'm sure we'll see some videos about it. I can't wait. You do. So Monique Lamp has vivid dreams, and she talks and walks and eats in her sleep. Ooh. Her husband gets upset because she gets food out and she doesn't put it away and she sleeps. Hi, Kepi Quilts. Greetings to you from Idaho, Maine to Idaho. Woohoo! Good job. Yeah, it's she's having it painted white, and it's an old one. I don't remember the year. 30, 39. Oh, cool, Kepi. Kepi met me at QuiltCon. I wish I could remember which one you were. Sorry. I think there was like 180 that we met that day that I met that QuiltCon. So, hi Kathy Picard from or Pickard from North Carolina. Thank you for just joining us. So we're only at 145 likes, and we have 110 in, but I bet some of you haven't done that. Oh, I'm so glad you have the chapstick, Kepi Quilts. You know what? If you want to post a pic, please email me the pic of a quilt or you and I, and I'll throw it in a video. Um, Hi, Bridget. Where are you from, Bridget? Oh, it was in Phoenix, Jenny Harris. You're in California. I used to be from California. I lived in Torrance. Where in Cali are you from? Bridget's going to tell us where in Cali she's from. Hi, Louise. Louise Simino. You know what? We've been going a while. Let me see how. Oh, yeah. We've been going 2 hours, and I'm going to go until you guys start dying off. So, oh, Connie, how are you doing? Are you cutting for a house block and you got on, and here I am. Oh, you grew up in Redondo Beach, but now you live in Brea. I know where Brea is. Yeah, I lived in Torrance. I lived on Linda Drive and Palos Verdes. Uh, you know what? Close to Wilderness Park. Wilderness Park was just down around the corner from me. And that's in, I think, Manhattan Beach, right? Redondo, Manhattan, right there. Tracy, thank you for joining us. This is late for you. Um, oh, it's not as late as I thought. It's 10 to 10 up there for Tracy. Oh, you lived in Victorville, Tracy. Hey, there's a air base in Victorville. Was it by that? You did right there in PV, the PV Marine Land. Bridget, I'm talking to you. You worked at the Marine Land when I was 16. Let's see. Connie Soares. Well, I'm in the hot part of California, the Central Valley. Boy, yes, you are, girlfriend. When my husband's business transfer or company transferred us to California, they transferred us to Stockton. Boy, was it hot. And the Central Valley, what a great place for farms and crops and everything. I just wish they could get their water together and their, I don't know. But yeah, you did live, only lived there because of the Air Force Base. Oh, so you lived in Victorville, Nana? Cool. Everybody say goodbye to Tracy DeChurch from the Sewing Channel. Mwah, mwah. And don't forget when you're finished with this to either save her new video to watch later or watch it after this. It's called Pinwheel Pileup. And oh my gosh, it is amazing. Oh, you met Ken at George Air Force Base. How about that? You're shutting down now, huh, Knitting Nana? Okay. Goodbye, Tracy. Everybody's saying goodbye to you. Have a good night, sis. And we're talking to Tracy, the Sewing Channel, Tracy, not Tracy Loftus, because she's still on. Boy, they're all saying goodbye to you. Oh, I love Apple Valley, Paula. There was a farm that came down to the Torrance farmers market, and they always brought they sold apples and peaches. I always bought from them. It was nice. We went to the farmers market at Wilson Park there. So much fun. So and Blue Block and I both concede that the best Thai food we've ever had was Thai Tani in Redondo Beach. It used to be right on PCH, and she drove by and it was closed down. She was so upset, and her daughter, who she was visiting, said, "Don't worry, Mom. They have a trailer now, and they come to the Torrance." The farmers market at Wilson Park, and so Patricia, when she was there, or Blue Block, got to have Thai Tani Thai food. They were the best ever. Yes, they did. There's the Roy Rogers and Del Evans Museum up there in Victorville. I've and Triggers right out front on his back legs. I love it. So, Bridget, are you still in California? Are you still in SoCal? You're in Brea, right? Um, isn't Brea a little bit close to Garden Grove, as I think? Were you close to that chemical spill? The tank, I saw it. It was kind of scary. Yeah, in Brea. Anyway, I love Southern California. It's the best place to live. I don't know now with all the homeless that we hear about and stuff, but you're probably far away from it in Brea, Bridget. I would think so. Oh, you're on the Yorba Linda Fullerton side. We had friends, Ken and what was Ken's last name? I worked with him, and they were in Yorba Linda. You're in Idaho Falls, Johnny White? You're close to me. Well, you're in the same state. Okay. This shirt's driving me crazy. You know what? I kind of freaked out, and it hurt my heart the time I saw Torrance have homeless people. I remember I was coming home from the grocery market, and there was this homeless person on the steps of a street. I was kind of going some back roads home, and the market was over on Crenshaw and the airport road. I forgot what it was called, over by the Costco there. And I go driving by, and there's this person on the steps asleep, and I got this little voice in my head that said, "Go give them food." And I drove around the block and parked right there, and I went through my groceries, and it was so interesting. I bought things that I didn't think. I thought, "Why am I buying this?" And I just bought it, and it was stuff that was easy to open and would nourish this person. And I walked up and gave them a sack of groceries. And but I was a little traumatized when I saw a homeless person in Torrance, and it was a very rare thing. They didn't last long. I think they're all up in LA now. Oh, Loftus are from Arco. Yeah, Johnny, we need to meet you. So, Johnny, next time I teach at Jones Sew and Vac, you'll have to come over. That would be fun to meet you. Anyway, that's my story. Oh, really? Well, well, I thought Roy Rogers and Dell had. I thought they had died when I lived there, and it was still in. I didn't realize just the horse was moved to Branson, or the whole museum. We're talking about the Roy Rogers and Dell Evans Museum in Southern California. And his horse Trigger was stuffed and put in the museum. And they had a big one outside, a copy of Trigger, and he was heavy duty plastic or something because he had to be outside, and that was outside the museum. It is sad to see homeless people. It really hurts my heart. Oh, San Diego is pretty terrible. Yeah, pretty terrible for homeless people. So that's a tough subject, I tell you. Oh, the whole museum is gone. Well, that's a bummer. I think in Branson they probably really, I mean, they were from Victorville. That's why it was there, right? Isn't that where Roy Rogers was from? Oh, that's cool. Your mother was named after Dale Evans. That's so cool. I loved all the Roy Rogers movies and the Dale Evans movies. They were the best. They were absolutely fun. That was my childhood was Western music, Western movies, war movies. My father heavily influenced me in my choice, and I still to this day love. Um, anyway, wow, they all have free phones. Who do they call? Just that's sad. That's sad. So, do you have a family down there, Bridget? Hi there, Deb Cornell. I grew up in Utah, Bridget, and when the engineer and I got married, we had a couple of little tiny boys, and his company transferred us to California. Fell in love with California, and we were there for 20 years. And then here we are in Idaho for 20 years. So we've almost lived as long in Idaho as we did in California. And then, of course, we grew up in Utah. Both of us grew up in Utah. Oh yes, yes. John Wayne movies are the best, Johnny. Bridget, where did you get that cell phone information? I think it's just if you live in California, you just know that you see homeless people with phones all the time. Okay, Annalie, you go spend time with your husband. Thank you for joining us. I really enjoyed everybody coming in and chatting. Have a good evening, Annalie. Gabby Hayes. Where do I know Gabby Hayes from? Sherry Fitzgerald. I don't. I just, yeah. California was awesome. You just have so many things at your fingertips. You just have so much. And we lived 8 blocks from the ocean. We could hear the foghorns. There was a big foghorn that was in King Harbor at Regatta Beach, and that was nice, just above. Big hug to you, Annalie. Have a good night. And yeah, the weather, it was like 72 degrees year round, forever, permanent. The weather was just great. And I never got enough of it. When it got hot, um, and got a little, we would just we'd open the windows about 4 o'clock, and we kind of lived high on the road, and the ocean breeze would just come right through the house and out into the backyard and cool us down. So we didn't have air conditioning. We lived in an old house. Mrs. Smith from Texas. We visit family in South Dakota. I fell in love first time we went. I lived there when Jerry Brown was governor too. Remember, he dated Linda Ronstadt. Love Linda Ronstadt. Love me some Linda Ronstadt. Broadway shows were so fun. Seven Brides for Seven Brothers is my fave. Okay, I don't know when I'm going to be at the quilt show in Emmett. Um, Let me look on my phone and we'll see, Lynn. I'll stick to that schedule because I think I have some appointments next week. Okay, the quilt show is is Thursday the 18th, Friday the 19th, and Saturday the 20th. And it closes at 5. And I don't know. I'll probably go Friday or Saturday. So, Lynn, it's not a secret, my phone number. It's my shop phone number. Um, you can text me when you're going and I'll run over. Okay. I live really close to it. So that way we can meet. All right. So you'll find it on my website when you're looking for, I think, a quilt, or at the bottom of my website, because we're a business. So, and that's the business phone number. So text me on that business phone number. I answer it during business hours. Sometimes I let it go to messages if I'm on an appointment, but I always check it out. So you tell me when you're coming, and I'll just make sure that I am running over and going then. Okay? And then we'll meet. Um, Bridget, the retreat was awesome. In fact, Tracy from the Sewing Channel was on a minute ago and we were talking about it. She's gone to bed now, but it was the Three Quilt Amigas was an incredible retreat. We had a great time. There were 60 ladies in attendance. Nobody really complained. The food was fantastic. Thank you, Beverly Barons, Patricia Byrne, and Sherry um, from Kentucky for being fantastic chefs. The accommodations were good. The fresh towels were plentiful. The sewing spaces were, everybody got a 6-foot table. The chairs at the retreat center are all adjustable, so people were comfortable. The show and tell was a little bit smaller than the year before. I was like, is that it? Is everybody done with show and tell? That kind of bummed me out. But there were some fantastic quilts that people were showing and telling. So I thought it was a success. Okay. That's how the retreat went, Bridget. Sherry found it, Bridget. Lifeline phones, they are called. Yeah. Gotta put my phone on the charger. See you. Okay. Good night, Paula Brill. And Rita Bannister. Hello, all. You're just getting here. We're not going to be on much longer, but we will be a little while. So jump in and say hello. And then, yeah, the lives we did were a lot of fun, Johnny. There were quite a few people from Idaho. And are you ready for this? I think it was Carol from McCall, Idaho, won the sewing machine. She was so cute. I'm telling you, she was darling. Hi, Rose Hickson. How are you doing? Just see you guys popping in. It's fun to see a bunch of new people just coming on and popping into the chat. That's a lot of fun. Hi, Rose. Hi, Rose. You've got it in there twice. It's okay. I'm not going to punish you. Anyway, we've been talking about all kinds of things. April's story, moi, Tracy just went to bed. She just left. So the other Quiltamigas is here. So tonight we've had all three Quiltamigas in the house, man. Yes. So you caught the live on Tuesday when I was teaching at Jones Sew and Vac. Cool. That was fun. Everybody's saying hi to you, April. Lori Spencer from Retreat, and she's coming again. Johnny White from, let's see, Johnny's from Idaho Falls, I think. Angie Walsh, who's coming again. Bridget, hello, April. Mary Monteiro, you're new, Mary. We haven't seen you in the chat. Thank you for popping in. What are you doing? I have been, I've been, April, I was showing my quilt off. This is it. For those of you that have seen it, sorry. That's it. And I don't know if you can see the quilting or not, but we have a edge to edge in the center, pearls on the red border, a feather border on the white border, and then solid doggone feathers on the blue border. So anyway, this is going to be in the Emmett Quilt Show. We've had a crazy live. I went through all of my selvages and pulled all of these green selvages out. Okay, I have to go look, and she's emailed me. Macy is doing a selvage Christmas tree, and I told them about my, I'm going to be doing a selvage video coming up. April, if you ought to jump in, and we ought to do it together if you want to do a fun video. And maybe we'll have Madison edit them together. Wouldn't that be fun? Anyway, she's doing a Christmas tree wall decoration with selvages. And oh, April's in for it. Did you hear that? So you're collecting selvages now? Rock on. And if you need more, I'll send some to you. But I have 2 selvage projects coming up. I'm going to be doing a selvage video. You and I will talk offline and set it up, okay? And I would love to see you do some selvage something, and we can do a little bit of a collab on that. I'm glad you're collecting them. So are you collecting them with, this isn't 2 inches, this is about 1.25 inches. But look at that, Anna Maria Horner, True Colors. And this one is cut from the back. It doesn't have words on it, but it's green for that Christmas tree. Here's some cotton and steel green selvages. That will be cute in the tree. And oh, this is the best of all. Look at this one. Christmas lights and it's Christmas yardage. So anyway, I'm sending all of those to a lady that was in the lives tonight, and I'm looking forward to your it selvages, Rose Hickson. I hear you auto-corrected to selfies from selvages. But I showed this little selvage bag. This was the first project I made. I love this bag. I use it all the time. When I travel, I put things in it, but I forgot to put batting in it. But look at the fun selvages, and this was before I started saving them 2 inches with color. And ta-da, same on the other side. So my solution was to add this piece for color, and it's my red selvage bag. Isn't that cool? But this is one of my favorite fabrics in it. Do you know which one it is? Would it be the one that my finger is touching here? Birch fabric is this is a little piece with an elephant. Oh yeah, Safari Soiree. I got it at Quilt Market. I got that birch fabric at Quilt Market in 2011, and I still remember where it came from. And I fell in love with birch fabrics then. But anyway, we're there's a gal who's yeah, the lights are fun, aren't they? I need to cut more. Just yeah. So yes, a lot of the selvages are pretty cool. But Bridget, you weren't in the. You guys have not seen my selvage stash. Okay, some of you have. See this container? And the whole thing is jammed. Good night, Tracy. Tell Ken hi. It is jammed with selvages. So much that I have to pull them out and use them. So I am actually, oh, did I see something I can use? So I have a special project coming up. I'm not going to tell you about it, but I am going to tell you that I am making a selvage video, and I'm my special project. Ooh, that would be cool in it. Look at that art gallery, spooky and witchy. I'm saving that for my special project. Anyway, if you need me to send you some selvages, April, for our video, I can help you out. I'll I'll figure it out. I've got like 10 pounds, 10 maybe 15 pounds. Quite a few, huh? Yeah. Good night, Tracy. Thanks for popping in. Oh, is Star Wars movie playing somewhere? Is it downtown? Wow. Yeah, we're gonna have a good conversation. Call me tonight after the live, and I'm excited to. We'll put the selvage video. We'll choose a date. It's gonna be down in Emmett. How fun! Yes, autocorrect is the worst. It just hits me when I text, and I hate it so bad. But anyway, this lady that's getting these green ones is emailing me tonight, and it's not Wendy, it's Misty. Misty is has emailed me her address, and I'm going to send those to her in Florida, and she's going to send me a picture of her completed selvage product that we can use in our video. So that would be a really fun video to do. So yeah, everybody, and apparently everybody is saving selvages now. Good night, Mrs. Smith. You run to your bed. It looks comfortable with that blue quilt on it, not a blanket. Johnny, you going to bed? Good night. Yes, Bridget, we're going to have a 3 Quilt Amigas retreat in April, May of next year. The tickets go on sale October 1st of this year. So we'll be doing plenty of advertising. It's going to be in Hamilton, Missouri. And then I also, I might end up having a couple of Sister Chicks quilt retreats, and those are here in Albion, Idaho. So halfway between here and Idaho Falls, where Johnny White is from. So, right? So anyway, I'm not to book any vacations. The last 2 years I missed it. Oh, I would love to meet you, Miss Bridget, and we can talk SoCal. I really miss it. I miss the people most of all, but I dreadfully miss the beach. I walked on the ocean every day. I'd walk on the sidewalk on PCH and then drop down to the strand and go back to the stairs and hop up 83 stairs. I was in such good shape. It was awesome. So sleep well and good luck at the sale. Anyway, next week I'm going to be at the Emmett Quilt Show, probably a Friday afternoon, maybe on Saturday. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, it is nice. So I walked on Torrance Beach mostly. We called it Rat Beach because when you got over to the rocks towards PD, towards there was rats that lived in the rocks. So all the locals called it Rat Beach. So I would walk down on Rat Beach to the strand. Still here, Di. Too much fun to leave. We are having fun, aren't we, Johnny? Aren't we, Johnny White? You. There's lots of rats in Southern California. You dirty rat. Y'all live down there. They live up here too. So anyway, anything else that we should talk about? Because it's been 2 hours and 31 minutes. I've had a blast. I've cut out a bunch of hexies. I need to cut out more hexies. I can see that it's going to take me a while to do it. Oh my, oh my, oh my. So, but I can get them all done. I'm sure I can get them all done. I just have to get them done before I go to England. All right. Ooh. Anyway, Lori Spencer, you're so welcome for tonight. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. We enjoyed having you here. We enjoyed having you at the retreat here tonight. It's been fun. We're starting to wind down. Our attendance has dropped from over 100 down to 78. So I think I am going to close it down because it's been 2 hours and 33 minutes. April, call me when I hang up, or I'll call you, and we'll put our notes online while we have it. So everybody, I want to thank you for joining me. I got a whole bunch of work done tonight. We chatted up. We girl chatted. Tomorrow. Okay, call me tomorrow. Good night. Go to bed, kid. I've got, I haven't even taken my 9 p.m. pills because it's not 9 o'clock here for another 45 minutes, but I may take them early and go to bed. It has been fun, made by Misty. A project. It's not project. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Okay, we'll call you too, Johnny White. April, do you know Johnny White? Because guess what? She lives here in Idaho Falls. Right, Johnny? You live in Idaho Falls? It has been a fun evening, Angie. I appreciate you joining. I appreciate Made by Misty joining. And we are email pals. Oh, you are? How fun for you. I love that Johnny White girl. Connie Soris, I love you too. Did you get a lot of cutting done, Connie? I hope so. I hope so. I thought I'd get more fabric cut. I cut one full colorway. I have, you guys, I have this much to cut. Look at it. So, this is Liberty of London. I love it. It's really pretty and really fun. It's called Summer Fair, Faire. Those are horses. They're carousel horses. You'll rewatch my life from the beginning. This is the blue colorway. Oh, this is the piece that I like most. So pretty. Anyway, we're going to be doing, English paper piecing this in merry old England. When I go, I'm leaving early. I'm going on the 20th. We are like your sisters, Louise. We will be your sisters. Yeah. Anyway, when we go to merry old England, that's what we're going to be doing. We're besides touring and seeing the oldest quilt in the world and having shopping at Liberty of London and having tea there. We're going to see Bath and Jane Austen's home, and I think museum, William Morris's. We're going to see what's it called? The really old place, the houses that are built in the 1400s, the Cotswolds. That's it. We're going to the Cotswolds, and then we're going up to Birmingham for 2 days at the International Festival of Quilts. So if you're in England, and probably everybody in England is in bed, I'm sure. But if you rewatch this, I'm going to be there the last 2 days, the 30th and the 31st. So look me up and we should run into you, okay? Way to go, Rita Bannister. I'm glad you do that. Yes, there's always more room for sisters, but I don't think there were any brothers on the phone call tonight. How far from Idaho Falls are you, Di? I live in the Boise area, so you know how far I am. What's that? Is it 5 hours? 5 hours? Idaho's a big state. It takes us 6 hours to traverse it from west to east. And so that's where I am. Yes, England is going to be a really fun trip. And I've got to get my videos done so I can put some up while I'm gone. Okay. Well, that's nice of you. Did you put, so Johnny, you must have made a sleep mask for April. Did you put like satin on the inside so it doesn't hurt your eyes? Those are nice. Yeah, about 4 to 5 hours. So yeah, Idaho is a big state. Lots of out here in the West. It's huge. And so yeah, and like England, all of England fits like in Minnesota or something like that. It's not very big. And so that's just what it's like over here. Oh my. Oh, I'm yawning. I've been talking all this time without any water. Crazy. Oh, yeah. Big water drinker here. Okay, guys. I hope everybody got their fabric cut, their sewing that they were done. We talked about everything. I hope you learned all about scrappy strips that are behind me on the design wall. Thank you so much, Sandra Help. That was very kind of you. Oh, Miki on one side and soft flannel on the other. Oh, rice scented with lavender oil. Oh my goodness. Rita Bannister, you been to Pocatello? There's a lot of trains there. Just got back from a grandchild's ball game. Deborah Meeks, you totally. We've been going for 2.5 hours. So, Deborah Meeks was in Hamilton, and we talked a lot about in Hamilton what was going on. So nice that you checked in. You'll have to catch it on the replay if you want, if you care. You know, you've got quite a bit. So, is this your youngest daughter's son? I bet it is. So, all right, that's for you, Deborah. We love your guts, and keep supporting those grandchildren. That's awesome. So, anyway, oh, your youngest daughter. Did I say son? Or your youngest daughter's daughter? Got it. The ball player is your youngest daughter's daughter. Okay. Oh, you had chocolate chip cookies. Nice. Oh, I had I had red sauce or gravy, whatever you want to call it, and meatballs tonight. And what else? Zucchini with lots of garlic. So I'm getting a little tired. I need to get up and walk around, and then it's still light here. It doesn't get dark until 10:30, but I'm going to get a bunch done, and I'll talk to you all another day. Thank you so much. Thank you for following my channel. You guys are all the best. Where do I close out here? I'm on my computer. Bye bye, everybody. Bye, Louise. Bye, Rita Bannister. Good night. Good night, Bridget, Karen Elliott. Good night, Deborah Meeks. Hugs to all of you. And I'm ending. And Johnny White, it's been, I know. All right. I will have a wonderful weekend. I'll get those in the mail to you, Misty. Good night. Yeah, hit the like button before you go, you guys. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye, Kimberly Hendricks, Laura Cochran, Connie Soros. I think I'm getting y'all. Bye, April's Craft Room. Love your guts, amiga. I'm no longer alive.